We caught INTC. Yep, we caught INTC. All right. So anyway, starting off this video, because this is again being recorded, you can watch this back later on. Uh, what the hell? I mean, just as a quick recap, we're not going to go through like why and where or whatever, but we did catch coin today. Coin ended up 123. I told you guys, and I am planning on trying to swing these into tomorrow. We still have a floor yet to grab at 354, but I do think that coin could make that trip. I had, again, money was made here, so if you've taken some of that money and thrown it into some cheaper out of the money contracts around the 365, 370 area, again, understandable. But we talked about coin for a while, and we said we're going to make money on this. I said I'm going to make money on this because when we, and this is just goes to show you, yes, sometimes the entry we didn't have confirmation, right? So the early entries really didn't work. But when we did finally get those candle closes, even on the lower time frame today, and especially after yesterday, right? Sellers stepping up, pushing down, and then bouncing it right back up to that floor. It's the same thing as Mara, which is another one that we were able to catch. Beautiful finish, right? We finished with the punchback yesterday. You lost nothing, you regained everything, and you close up against the top, leaving that empty space. And of course, this one ended up flying. I actually took my box away. Is that cost basis, guys? Was that on the 24-hour? Not quite. So, but this one did complete that play. That was 600 plus percent. AI also, and this one also looks good to swing potentially. Obviously, a better or maintaining that close. I still think there is a possible retest underneath us before we continue moving to the upside. So I don't really feel super duper rushed in like trying to force this. I also know there's a small pressure plate here at 1850 that I could utilize as a really awesome stop loss. I feel really great about that one as well. And the first goal here would be to get to the open at 19 and hold it, so that way we can go and fill that empty space. But that was also a good, crazy. We're talking about this one as a trade, but this one did hit 300 plus percent for shorter expiration contracts, which if you had, that trade was pretty much over as well. We did have a little bit of a I wouldn't call it a mishap for what it was. We did strike 100 plus percent, but ultimately this one did not work. BA ended up slapping ass. It looks like it could still be a factor, and I'm not going to give up on this setup. If this comes down again, which it has, and bounces and reclaims and pushes back up above that wall that we talked about previously, that 217, that could be tomorrow's like easy, as long as it triggers. And that's it, right? We're reactory. We are trying to look or take something off of based on where price is settled and react to that. All right, I'm probably forgetting something. My brain is so IBM, which is, again, this trade is not over, but it did end up pushing through its box today. Beautiful. And now our next target tomorrow, I'm expecting to be 266. Whether that holds or not, I don't know, but this trade is not over. I'm still looking to take more enchilada. Obviously, and finally, INTC. This one was one that you guys have, honestly, if you go back and watch it, the Sunday recaps, or at some point I ended up getting tired of you guys asking, not. Oh man, stop storming in here like a stormtrooper. You know what? Let me pull up a resume for Savannah PD, and you can SWAT team lead, hammer in the door, so that we can really, and I'll get a bunch of spare doors so that we can. Oh yeah, wait till I turn this stream off. Drinking some Mountain Dew. All right. Anyway, I'm sorry. Cut that out, Alex. That never happened.
Is that your way of saying you're gonna come at her like a spider monkey?
I don't know about a spider monkey. Not that agile anymore, son. Uh, more like an injured chimpanzee or something like that. All right. So INTC anyway. That's going in the recording as well. Well, real quick before I go forward, am I hedging coin? Of fucking course. Yes. Yes. Why wouldn't I? If I can, I'm going to take a look at the contracts here in a little bit, pushing that down to the 328. You guys go ahead and start looking at that. I'm not rushing, right? Yeah. Right now, I'm actually pull up the 5:15 here. I have a little signal below me, so I'm good to go. Anyway, this one shot up. It is still holding that floor on the weekly. It's still holding that floor on the 24-hour time frame. So tomorrow, we're looking for INTC to build off that 2981, just like we talked about, right, Chadwick? Um, Empty space,
Yeah.
box up above. So we have a signal, right? We know where we bounced off of. We know why. So this is going to be your building space. Now, if I know anything about INTC, shit can get weird real quick. We're, for those of you guys who are in equity with me and others and longer expiration contracts, obviously the whole enchilada for me is back into the 40s, right? Which I think is a reasonable retest up there. But that being said, that was an incredible trade. And just to go ahead and break into the end of the day analysis, congrats to a lot of you guys who sent me DMs where you guys have accomplished huge goals. We had a lot of good conversation today, kind of, getting to hear a lot of people's different perspective on, their journey and, their goals and stuff like that. And that was really cool. But it's just, as a group, I think we ought to all be proud of ourselves. If you didn't catch anything today, this is just something that's in store for you. Keep pushing. But to go ahead and break off of that, let's go ahead and take a look at the ETFs. Here, what? Oh, um, yeah, that was delicious. So anyway, moving forward, and I am watching some of these stocks here as we move into the end of the day above. So if I pause for a second, I'm probably doing something. All right, so really quickly, SPY is at all-time highs. This is going to take really quickly because I really don't have anything to add to this other than you bounced off of the floor or yesterday's open and then ended up breaking up and making a new high, and you're closing above it. So knock yourself out, cow people. Oh, that sounded like a fat joke. Cow boys and girls. Sorry. Oh, Lord have mercy. If you get a candle open under 661, that's a different story, but I'm leaving that to you guys. Have fun. QQQ. See how I don't put any effort into things that I don't understand? Because if I don't or don't have any insight on, because I wouldn't trade it. So if I'm not going to trade it, well, and it's at all-time highs, which is literally where I don't trade, all of it is just purely speculative. Or I'm utilizing it as a hedge. That's typically it, especially if there's empty space underneath this. Now, same thing with the Qs, right? Nice 24-hour candle, 4-hour candle holding support. I would assume that if, in fact, tomorrow, well, hold on, pause. Hold the fucking screeching halt. What is tomorrow? Right? Tomorrow is quad witching. So, contracts across the market are going to be expiring. This can sometimes drive volatility, but I, just being a guessing man who maybe has done this multiple times in my life, more than multiple times in my life, you could have already had all of those contracts being situated before the expiration date. And so I look at the Qs, and here's what I can tell you about what I see here. If we pull back and bounce off of that open, I would assume with no momentum in the morning, you stay right there. And this becomes a little range. If you can, again, move down into the lower time frame, you'll notice that we are inside of a 30-minute box. So it's not a problem that's not solvable, right? There's always an answer on the chart. So if you feel like, hey, I want to try to short this, I see it. This is my style. I like this shit. 591.70 could be a potential target to the downside. You have wick lows right here, which are going to translate down to the 15-minute. So situating yourself or having a great stop loss, if that's even possible, swinging into weeklies, into quad witching could be rough. But anyway, I digress. Last one is IWM, which finally went and made a new high. I don't know if anybody had or had some longer expiration IWM calls those. If you got them for yesterday, they're absolutely fucking fried. But if you got those with any sort of longer expiration, yesterday's big fat pullback and yank down, we obviously pushed those sellers out. I would expect for IWM to give us one more bar. All I can really give you guys is the 247 and 250 areas to the upside, but we're now in all-time highs, just like we fucking talked about. So, and again, we're expected to have 3 more cuts going into the end of the years, right? If I'm not mistaken. So IWM might be the only one reacting so far. But all right, now, if you guys have any requests, I will write down the ones that I like, obviously, as I always do. But am I chilling? I am chilling. Okay, acting all cool, playing b-ball outside of the school. So am I in a rush, or am I trying to no, I set up, see setup, will travel. It's just really that simple. Right now, ass planted, waiting, watching, creepily through the windows. Blinds.
To the walls.
Correct.
Where does the sweat drop
Sweat.
down?
All right.
Huevo.
Anyway, all right, go ahead and
Random
drop them.
question about SPY.
Yeah.
Or not SPY, the Qs.
Mhm.
On the weekly, back in May, there's a huge gap that we never filled.
Yeah, that'll get filled one day. Yeah.
Okay.
So we could label this gap right here a couple of different things, right? You could say,
Same for Qs as well.
I'm not going to say it out loud, right? That's what that gap means. Or it could be a series of financial disasters or something that would, if that happening, maybe the elections come up and we're leaning more to the left. Yes, you are correct. Yes, that's a big fatty gap, but
Yeah,
And
I was
with
about
us
to
in
say,
all-time highs.
it is a Trump market. This could keep running up until the next election.
Yeah, and I'll leave you guys with this because you guys know charts first, everything second. Do I believe we're running off of real shit? No, we're running off of fucking financial fucking fairy dust and
Sloof.
and politician farts. Like that's literally what we're being fueled by. So and delusion, lots of that. That being said, with everything being moved around number wise, or as far as like people being fired and replaced, because you can speculate. I'm not here to fucking change anybody's minds, but it does feel like something that would be easy to come down on. Pause. Reverse. It would be easy to fall through. Way better.
Yeah, because
Anyway.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not here to please you.
I'm just saying, I'm worried about my long Teslas.
Yeah, it's euphoria. But it's on that beyond of euphoria now. Like I get doing dumb shit when you're euphoric, but this is delusion. Like yeah.
Yeah, there's no reason for this.
This is
but,
Molly.
like,
I don't
we
think
would
we-
trade the
can't
chart.
say those words. Anyway,
We haven't even hit euphoria yet.
So
That's the crazy thing.
let's go ahead and actually take some requests here. Fig also looks great. Figaro. That's what I thought. Sing it, Manny. Manny has a beautiful opera voice. He actually did opera for like what, 13 years, dude. It's beautiful, dude.
What?
Let's see here.
Closing
He
time.
gets shy.
Oh
That
man,
was
he's
his name?
beautiful, man.
Yeah.
You get him
Just
on
say
Can't
camera?
argue with
Figaro.
this. Is it perfect? Like Roblox like construction, perfect boxes? No, not at all. There is some pretty significant, like that right there. That seems pretty cool. But ultimately, it was just these wicks. So closing up against those wicks, not seeing sellers step up, empty space up above, do your thing. You could also incorporate, in order to try to, and I love doing this, right? I love trying to, oh, that's it.
Hey Potter, my daughter told me to tell you that Roblox is not blocks, that Minecraft is blocks, and that
Son of a
to get the
gun.
nomenclature correctly.
I apologize, young lady, but it's truly your father who poisons my mind. All right, so there. I'm just kidding. He's a great guy. I could see this channel playing out beautifully. I'm sorry, kids. I was trying to be relevant and I failed. 6810, right? Obviously 65 would be first, 6810, and then you could look for a continuation past that, but I see 7331 being confluent there. All right, FT&T. So this is what we talked about. And they're the swiper no swiping, right? You're seeing it come possibly setting up to come back down to fill the empty space to buy you more time. Don't give up on the setup, right? It doesn't mean keep taking trades on it. It means wait for this shit to do what it needs to do. Did it reject the wick? Yes. Is it getting pushed or closing right back down and buyers should have already flipped it back up? Probably. Is it something that if you were long on off the bottom that I would immediately get out without confirmation? No, right? The sell level that you established over here is now your cost basis. So cost basis breaking would signify, yes, this moves down. I would be looking for the 1, 2, 3 off the bottom of that channel. And that's where obviously my theoretical fucking 1, 2, 3 that I was talking about. I think we'll come back to this one and be like, damn. And earnings, right? Yeah, this thing rips ass. Somebody just said that on TikTok. This thing rips ass on earnings. That looks like a perfect earnings thing. And you're setting up for it. How long until earnings? Long time. Long time. All right. While I was gone, was Chad yelling any random words again? Just wanted to check. Airplane, Lulu. I was giggling about that to myself. You're mad cute, by the way. Can you stop? Potter is my Potter's Yummy Box. It's a terrible screen name, dude. 170.89. 170.75, I'm sorry. And then candle close 173.65. Again, I'm going to repeat myself on this one. This is the hourly, but the 4 hour, again, I didn't really like how weak that shit was. So for me, in order to simplify this setup, and I would not be surprised, this is basically the map, right? That open is a target. Lower time frame, again, even just the median there where you wicked off of today would be substantial enough for me to feel a lot better about that. But man, could that use some of this. Imagine builds just a little bit longer. Oh, this would be a great trade. And let's look at how Lulu moves in between events, right? Without, let's see, earnings right here, sets it in a downtrend. That's a pretty grindy downtrend, but you end up consolidating going into earnings and then dumping earnings right here, all consolidation going into it. So honestly, the more build, the better. And listen, this next earnings season going into the end of the year, we could really see, some of those stocks that haven't moved, like maybe UPS, maybe Target. Like Target's still in the back of my mind. I think about it every day. I think about TTD every day. Like it was my
I
own
think about you every day.
step grandson. Not all the time, just sometimes. All right.
It's like BA can't make up its mind. Do I want to be a dick? Do I want to be
Yeah, we went
cold?
over that one. I'll go over it in just a second. Taking a stab at the FedEx play today. You think FedEx is going to take a stab at you? You ever thought about that? So
No.
I'm gonna be pretty direct with this, right? As far as my strategy is concerned, where's the adherence? That's just facts, right? Period. End of story. Now, what is the variable that can heighten or maybe increase the possibility is it moves on earnings, right? It moves on earnings. We like that. What does it also have? Fat consolidation. So here's what I can give you. Again, top, bottom. Cost basis. Median / floor 250, 244. These are limited targets relying on this. So here's the thing: if you straddle FedEx, you better have a kick-ass fucking average, like low risk, good targets. Because if you're, again, you're relying on this thing, it has to move. That's all you need. If you're in a straddle, is you need a
Can I say
big
something on
fat
this?
move. And I'm not leaning against the downside. I think that's a real possibility. I think the upside looks a little bit less intuitive, I think, but there is some gaps up there. So anyway, it could be something that shoots up on earnings and then tomorrow fucking reverses to go into a week-long dump. So
Can I say
contracts
something on
are
this?
expensive. Yeah, you can so this is just easy decision making for me. All right. If you
Are
want to
you
explore
hearing
how this plays
AB?
out, again, I focus my energy, my time into things that make sense.
He muted
If
everybody
you
out.
can afford the risk to do this and you feel like it's worth it, then
He
you do
iced
it
us all out,
and
bro.
you learn whatever.
It's here
Okay,
from
it is
in a
worth it to
minute.
take a shot, or no, it's not worth it
He
to
said,
take
"I
it
am
on
God, hear
something
my
that just
voice."
has nothing above. There's a lesson here. Maybe you need to learn it. Maybe you can
Bet he'd
afford to
pat
do
the
so.
king on the back too.
Maybe you could just sit on the sidelines and watch somebody else suffer or thrive for just a moment and live vicariously through them.
Everything the light touches is my kingdom.
Who says money doesn't change a man?
Yo, these are
AK
so
Henry,
funny.
yeah, I did. I got your DM. I'm just curious though. No, I'm not prying at all. If you feel comfortable telling me why is that? What is it? Because it's like you don't have to answer right now, but like, is that like technically gambling or something? Or yeah. Anyway, that was my question. But I'll get back to you on the rest of it. Oof.
Did you hear me?
Netflix, I have cons through earliest October. Worth holding? No, not for me.
You can't hear
Now,
nobody.
I do see empty space. I don't know what your average is for me. This is I had to drop out, and you know what? Tough shit. With everything that worked today, it's just a perfect example of, if it either works or it doesn't. It held up its value, but what? Wait, oh, are you guys talking or something?
Yeah.
Oh, my headphone got unplugged. My bad.
You
He
missed
can't-
DJ streaming on live, arguing with Stelio.
Yeah,
bro, Where's we're he getting at?
into it.
Where's he at? I'll ban him right now, dude. I swear to God. Where's he at?
It's okay. They made out afterwards. I mean, made up.
Okay.
Yo,
What the fuck?
Yo, Garrett, you
did
can
a-
hear now?
Discord. Yeah, I can hear you guys now. I've been yapping this whole time.
You have. Hey, yo, so FedEx, right? It's relatively low cost. Both sides cost about $500. So this is I would grade it like a C minus, but because of the consolidation and because it moves, this will be a good experiment to focus on whether the empty space is as
Essential.
pertinent in this kind of situation. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I want. Well, we're gonna live vicariously through you, and
Closing time.
maybe a small fee, if it works. I was just kidding.
Bro, I got you. You already know I'm asking where to send all this money.
Yeah, oh God, yeah. Yeah, that one, Lulu is a little weak for me. Oof, Mara. Oh, might be time to hedge coin if you're planning on swinging it. Coin contracts tomorrow. Our worst case scenario is your mom. 337.50, 335, 332.50s, and 330s would be palpable for potential hedges if you are coined up with your boy. Okay. All right, let's keep it moving. All right, can I still hear you guys? Mic check. Hello?
Hello?
Oh no, now I didn't know, but now nobody wants to talk. Okay.
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay. All right, good.
We were oppressed for so long, so
Repressed for so long. Interesting.
we were
Okay.
oppressed.
Okay. All right.
Now we're depressed.
All right. Anyway, let's see here. We've got so yeah, for Netflix, it's just not looking good. AMD filling up that empty space, 4-hour time. There you go. Now, as far as empty space is concerned here, again, not until we get through this box right here do I have any insight. I can tell you that sellers overhead at the 162.37 level have been fucking fighting. So yes, the finishing move here is 162.37, punch back through the box up above for a target of 174.41 through that empty space. You are inside of a channel, so I would take that in consideration as well when targeting this one. But yeah, good floor recovery and great bounce. Rivian continuation of the upside. Yes, obviously great candle close. I'm looking for the next target to be 15.24. Easy money. It's been one of the easiest holds of my life because it hasn't even gotten close to my average. Just chilling, acting all cool. Mark my words, dude. Mark them. Mark them. The marker. ENVX. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This shit
It's
looks
in
like
the
it looks like a fucking worm. Who asked me? Dave. Yes, I get the lower time frame. The weekly is extremely terrifying. That being said, you can focus on the lower time frame, and there is, I mean, I'm not going to argue with the fact that it does have clean floor. I would assume this is the empty space at 10:30, so that's going to get filled first. Your floor to hold is 9:33. Getting above these 1063 candles, I think cost basis should be light work. And yeah, the play would be to 1360. BA up. Yes, I am still looking at BA potentially to the upside. Unfortunately, today it retraced back down. I'm watching it still on the lower time frame. Hopefully, you know, and again, it's almost worth speculating on, you know, like set up a weird little strat. If you have longer expirations, you could, you know, swing shorter expiration puts just in case. I don't see a whole lot of, you know, downside, maybe 212.60. That being said, am I going to try this again? Oh, yeah. I'm going to do it again and again. I'm going to fucking do it again and again until it works. But a candle closed outside at 217.44, shot up to 219. And honestly, looking at this baby box, I don't think it'll be really that much overhead pressure. And 223.60 should be relatively easy. So I like it. The closer we get to the end of the day, you know, could be a news setup. Unfortunately, if it just, you know, I can only speculate so much on it before, you know, if it does move overnight off of some sort of setup like this where it doesn't have any confirming candles, and I guess it just leaves without me. IO and Q. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys the speech again. You're at all-time highs. All I can give you or show you is this channel. Sometimes I take a channel and I split it in halves because that's a real thing, and I'll use that for targeting or for risk management in areas that I don't have any consolidation. So with this being said, I have nothing else to say other than look out below and look how you're falling, right? What's below, what's above. You have structure here. I would assume this is going to be a whole range. And so touchdown 64.50. And that's where you'd want to see a bounce based off of the fact that you are pulling back relatively quickly. So QCOM holding for the upside, 172.50s this week. So I didn't hate the close. It did shoot up really nicely. We didn't even really get to talk about this one a lot today. But man, that does look like a finishing move. And hopefully everybody who, if anybody was in that one, they were able to take some profit off of the table here or take profit. But with that being said, there is a gap down below at 165.70. And that is also the top of a box. You guys are on TikTok, tap your screen. Now, is there more empty space? Yes. Are we still holding what we need to hold? Also, yes. So is QCOM a boxy little bastard? Yes. Does it pop and drop and box? Yeah. So is this not typical of what we're used to seeing here? And is everything still holding? Yes. So, you know, as far as Is it still the 24-hour candle is a little doo-doo, but you know, that's not necessarily, again, where we just look at the candle, we look at where have we fallen. All right, let's see here. Roku to the upside. Hey boss, any equity candy available around this time? I don't have really anything on the radar. My equity this year is you know, a lot of them have already been purchased and we're up, but not at the moment. I don't have anything, I think, on the radar. I definitely think TTD could be an equity play, but man, still so much overhead pressure. So with Roku, and I actually do, well, you know what? I just lied. So sorry, I'm a liar. I
Liar!
actually have shares of Roku. So is that still in a place where one could potentially be looking at an entry? Yes, 104.55 is that weekly top, and the median is 120.50. Maybe one day Roku gets up in there, but yeah. All right. CRFR. I'm trying to build a watch list right now. I'm looking at shit right now. So you're at the 50% mark of that range. All I can give you is if you break today's high, you'd be looking at 1365. I have very little insight on something like this. Thanks for the help. Did well with Marvel. Great course. Awesome. Awesome.
Not to
Yeah,
interrupt anything,
FTNT
but
is gonna, I think, come back down, Garrett. So weird to call you Garrett.
I
Oh
bought
no.
equity. I bought equity in a company called Lightspeed. It looks pretty decent. LSPD.
Is that the broker?
No, there's no way.
No, it's a company that puts in like debit
Fiber?
card readers
Uh-huh.
and all kind of stuff in retail and golf
Oh,
courses.
okay.
Like that.
I got you. Thought it was Lightspeed, the broker.
Where and who you learned from in the beginning? I didn't learn this from anybody. I learned from some dumbass and then some other dumbass, and then that dumbass pissed me
Yo,
off.
I can vouch for that, bro. Like, he really
Yeah.
didn't learn this from anybody. I guess it was just everything he learned.
It just anything people told me, like, hey, look at how this thing works, and I'd be like, well, why is that indicator there? You know, what is it pulling, like volume profile, like what is it trying to show me? I mean, this is just what I tell people this all the time. I just decided that I wasn't going to believe anybody, and I was only going unless it showed itself on the charts, then I didn't want to hear it. And I just was really exploratory. God, Manny used to be like, yo, where the fuck do you find these stocks? I mean, I used to pull out some fucking crazy. I mean, remember GRWG? I ate that one.
Yeah, like random fucking tickers.
Hey man, my brother broke my little feelings one time when I was learning, and I just stopped showing people my charts.
My God.
He said, "What the fuck I'm gonna do with that shit? Ugly as fuck." And I was like, "God damn, I'm just trying to learn, bro."
Shit. Oh shit.
Yeah. Jesus. Is your little brother? Sounds like
Sure, it's
your
not
big brother.
Yeah, my little brother, bro.
I
Motherfucker.
think he's your big brother now. Language captain.
He
All
is
right.
bigger than me, though. He's a little big brother.
Let's see here. Otis. Weekly 24-hour time frame. So I mean, that's not the kind of break you want to see. Are you still above where you need to be? Yes. Is that the greatest candle I've ever seen in my life? No. Obviously, this means you need to have a mark in which this thing falls. That's 89 flat. So it was Potter. It was you.
Isn't that the elevator company, Otis?
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe. I have no idea, brother. Perhaps 93.23 would be the first target up above if you can continue to build. But it was you, Potter. It was you. This is his origin story. What are you talking about? How do you read candles? What do you? It's kind of a weird. I mean, how do you read candles? Candles are literally showing you whether price like is being accepted or being or not being accepted. It just tracks price. So you have to like candles are more or less markers or I don't want to say clarification. It's not clarification, but it's more
Like highway
confirmation.
markers,
No,
knowing
they're
that you.
like they're like you know, it's like confirmation. You know, it's just literally mark. Okay, this is a floor that we have up above us that buyers like, and if buyers or if we want to see price continue, then we want to see that buyers still like it when it hits that price. You know what I mean? So, and then we look at where does that price settle? Does it settle above that previous floor? So, like, I don't give a shit what the here. What was it, Mara? This was look at the 24-hour candle. Most people would read that doji, you know, two different ways. Some people would be like, you know, that's kind of bearish, or some people would be like, that's super bullish. I don't read candles. Like, there's no chart. If that's what you're asking, I don't have any sort of candle textbook or any bullshit like that. I could give a damn what people name candles. That's also a failing strategy. Trust me, I went through that shit too. I mean, I for months, you know, would go. I had already learned all the little chart candles. That shit don't work. Especially when you try to zoom in and zoom out on that stuff. It's like you might catch one here and there, but it's not a reliable system. So I'm not reading candles in the traditional way. What is that whispering I hear? Big Manny? Is it Manny? That's Manny. All right. Anyway, trying to make sure everybody gets in there. Let's see here. That's a good retest on the weekly. So the goal here now is to utilize this space to either build or, yeah, try to reverse up and close outside of that and continue moving higher. Are we swinging Baba? You mean, are you swinging Baba? I'm waiting to the end of the day. End of the day, which is soon. So on a 24-hour time frame, you do have a punchback that could happen. On a weekly time frame, I mean, you're lost in the woods. You know, the only target I could really give you is 2250. That's literally it. So, coin, I don't know. I just told people to hedge coin just a few minutes ago. If you, well, I said I was hedging coin. If you hedged coin, you should be already in the green, which is going to be useful.
Hey Potter,
Uh-huh.
can you look at Hive?
Hot, what is that?
HIVE.
What do you want to do to this?
Jay told me to ask you about it, but he was saying it should be good for a long-term play. I think this is crypto. I gotta double check.
Guys, yeah. I mean, weekly, the monthly looks good. The monthly looks good. And I can look at and see 550 is clearly the target that needs to break. The weekly is, again, I see empty space has already been filled up there. So I guess, you know, that's the overhead that it rejected off of. That was the previous rejection point. So, I mean, over today's high of day, you could be looking up towards 550, but that's not me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the long-term equity type play that I was looking at.
Gotcha. All right, let's see here. Snap up. You guys have made like $1 billion on this, right? You guys should. What are you asking me for? You're just showing off, aren't you? Let's see here. From the floor to the top, 50%, and then from the bottom to the bottom there, definitely over that.
Closing time.
That's a good song, dude. Jam. All I see is 860, which is a previous wall that you flushed right through. But I mean, if you're in Snapchat, the only thing Yeah, almost something like this. Do you see how you kind of curl back? Like you could see something like that, but right now, I mean, with that candle closed tomorrow, I would expect, yeah, like 864, but the goal here would be to take it to 9. All right, let's see here. Tesla. So a lot of these look like continuation plays. Some of these just look like things I wouldn't do, but okay, so Tesla made a new high today. Someone was talking about that earlier, building. It did in fact build, it did in fact punch out. Oh, that was yesterday. And then going into today, you gapped up, you barely grazed that overhead wall. Maybe I'm off on it, but that being said, this is a 1 hour box you're moving into as of right now. What are you looking to do this? Tesla down.
Don't let Astro hear that.
Yeah, right.
I'm here.
Oh, no.
Not super happy with the momentum to either side. But if this is what you were looking to do, then that 411 would need to be broken. And as of right now, as we speak, 423 would need to be held. But if I was to be trying to take this short, it would be there that would seem like the most worthwhile place to trade it. There is also a lower time frame uptrend that you're rushing to right now. So I would be curious to see how that median price responds. So, I mean, the weekly candle looks great. 24-hour candle looks pretty good. You got empty space up to 54.62 points of contact there. I don't know if I want to give that a box, but it's definitely the floor. So, I mean, that doesn't look bad. Technically speaking, you hit an imbalance on a wick today, but other than that, you haven't really retraced back. So I would be aiming, yeah, I guess for 54.85. It's the risk to reward on that seems a little bit low.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
much to give. More just curious from an education standpoint looking at it.
Uh-huh. Bro, did you see Regatti? No, dude. I was there's so much
that's
happening
correct.
today, dude. So much money being thrown at my
are we
face
doing it?
today. I sound sad about it. I am mentally fried right now. For sure. In a good way. Deep fried in like beef tallow or something. Lightly salted. True. Oh my god. Why? Stop sticking to stocks. I don't know. Yeah, same. Oh, that's TSO. It's gonna be the same exact setup to a T on the 30-minute. Same exact setup. So you're rushing. You got the rushing to that floor. You have the little channel here. So I'd be curious to see if you can bounce there. Lower time frame setups are going to be what gets you back up. Let's see. I'll post it in the chat, Brody.
Also, don't forget it's quad witching tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah. We got to repeat that like 10 times.
That's like Halloween
Elon
but for
for
stocks.
president? That's nuts, dude. That's absolutely
I
diabolical.
have my house decorated for quad witching.
It's like Halloween but for stocks, you know. Just take it easy.
Halloween. That's amazing. Let's see here. He said Elon Musk for president. That's the wildest shit I've heard in my life.
Yeah, I've heard wild shit, but that one goes up there.
I didn't say it.
He's
No
not a
way,
citizen.
bro. Dude, speaking at fucking Tommy Robinson rallies, fucking get out of here, dude.
Astro just went from 6 to midnight.
Can I?
No.
Who's asking for this? Oh lordy. So this is damn near. I mean, fuck. I could see it. Man, I should just took my breath away. Take my breath away. You're inside of a major weekly box. Your weekly range above you inside of that is 28.72 at the 50% mark. Ultimately, I think it would be 30.50, but I mean, this dude, yeah, if you decide to take that, best of luck. I mean, I really, it's so, it's like charting the daily chart. It's like literally charting the daily chart for me, you know, where I don't have all of the data. Can UPS just go up already? Yeah, right. One day. Hold on one second. All right, AHER. I mean, you got a good candle push right now. The 24-hour candle. A box to go through here, tiny one. So 31.50 and then 36.80. Potter, how do you find which stocks to trade? You're literally watching me do it right now. You're watching us do it. People are scanning. I'm scanning. They ask. I chart. Look good. We'll travel. Take trade. Make money. Go bye-bye.
I think BA took some Viagra.
Shut up. Damn it.
Damn, I really
Yeah.
thought they were gonna send SPX to the Shadow Realm. Not fucking bounce it like this. What the fuck?
I'm not going to react to that candle quite yet, but I will speculate on a swing going into tomorrow. What are we at? 353? All right, hold on. I got to do my concentration squat.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Don't throw your back out doing bullshit.
What
man.
the fuck is wrong with you, Garrett?
It's the autism with the derangement syndrome together.
But damn, it's bad.
He's a normal boy.
Come on, SPX, 100-point candle.
Oh my God, those are so cheap.
Oh, let me send you my Venmo, Manny, so you can send me the $500.
No, we're even. You gave me one bad, I give you one bad. We're even. You forget your swing. I took that swing with you.
BA 225 calls are fucking cheap as dirt.
For tomorrow?
Yeah, 220s though
crazy.
is the target.
I'm still at my 220s from earlier.
Lord have fucking mercy. Brass ones. Yeah, 220, 250 seem like the sweet spot, the tender spot for BA.
Yeah, I got the big black ones.
Whoa.
I grabbed those earlier for 20 cents.
All right. Yeah, I'll grab a little put, but listen, no guarantees. If you're listening to us take this right now, you better be risk up. You better better be able to afford it. All right. Don't get attached if this shit doesn't work or doesn't go anywhere tomorrow. And you're like, what about BA? It's not like that. All right.
Hey, what
just
about
gave
BA?
you- Shut up. It's like somebody handed you $1,000 and you just bought a $20 scratcher. Okay. You scratch it, throw it in the trash, it doesn't work.
Is it BA up or down?
I was looking at the 24-hour on Private. It seems to like to move on Fridays up.
Fuck it. Friday then. Freaky Friday.
What's crazy is my next week's dropped like $5, and the one for tomorrow went up $6.
Dude, did anybody take coin when I said hedge that shit with tomorrow's contracts? Dude, fuck.
Nah, I
nobody did.
spanked it earlier, so I left it alone. I decided not to be greedy.
No, I was just hedging my next week's contracts. Delicious. All right. Well, I still have BA 230s for on next week that I didn't get rid of those earlier. So, all right, let's keep it moving here. Oscar, bro, we're trying to turn us up. We're trying to talk. He can't hear any people of color. Clearly, this is oppression. Snap. Okay, we're too far up. That's crazy, Stelio. That's crazy. Anyway, lift down. Sounds counterintuitive, doesn't it?
Okay, I was looking at it on like the hourly for like a day trade, but I want to know your thoughts.
You want a day trade or you want a big trade?
Big trade.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Love you. That looks like hot dog water anyway.
You gotta say it back, Stelio.
Yeah, he didn't say it back.
What?
That's racist.
Fucked up.
Yeah.
He said he loves you. He didn't even say it back.
Damn, I'm sorry, bro.
DJ would have said it back.
He still didn't say it. I apologize, my bad.
Manny's trying to build a feud between me and DJ.
He wants it.
No,
dude.
it's
He
already
like-
built.
he-
It's
he-
already
he-
built. I want round 2 tonight at 7:30 p.m.
On his end, I saw you instigating, bro.
He does this shit. He's so
Oh,
bad.
dude, we need some type of entertainment here, man.
You're like
All right.
absolute crazy. I'm like, wow, this guy's funny.
All right, above 135, yes, I can only see a 136.50 target. Other than this shit looks crazy. ABT actually looks like it's about to fucking explode. That's all I see when I look at this chart. Is you got earnings close enough? I mean, it looks like it's gonna explode. See how he apologized and he still didn't say it back? That's crazy. All right.
Crazy, dude.
Didn't say shit. He just said,
All
my
right.
bad.
Yep, that's fine. That's all right. That's
Bro,
cool.
I have issues being vulnerable, dude. I'm sorry.
Oh my god, you didn't have issues being vulnerable.
Now you guys are
before.
bringing up my freaking trauma, bro.
Oh, my freaking drama, bro. All right, dye your hair blue, dude. Let's see here. What is the purpose of this? What are you doing? And why are you doing it? Okay, so weekly candle is weak as shit. I have zero read on what's going on here. I do not see any empty space. Sam, I am. And there's box on box above you to give you triggers if you need them. But as of right now, hot dog, doo-doo, caca water. Price actions doo-doo as well. But, I mean, it's gap by gap is what it looks like. IBM. Yeah. Oh, shit. Damn. There you go. That's how you don't look at your position. What are we doing here? We're up. Oh, nice. Yeah, if you guys got November calls with us, the 285 strike, I'm up 123%. Not too fucking shabby. Those were a little expensive, but they have doubled in price. That's nice. What's your per target and expiration for what? For Soundtown? I didn't have one yet. Working my way downtown. AAL up. No. Shirley, why? I mean, I'm not going to hate on the fact that you haven't lost, right? What's underneath you. So this could be a great place to pull yourself back up. Let's see here. Can we find something? We can find something. We found something. There's something. There's that. And then what's above us? Where do we fight? Right there. That's fight mark 1. Fight Club. Where do we grab? Because this is extremely rough price action, right? A lot of choppage in here. It's tougher to find what I need. There it is. Got it. Floor 1268. Empty space. Cost base is 1295. Top pop 1325. And then at that point, you're looking probably on the hourly. Yeah, at this weird looking piece of shit right there. I would stick to the plan. 1365 break. Pop the top off. Oh, it's 4 o'clock.
Bing bong.
Ding dong. All right, guys. See how tomorrow goes.
I will not be
Um,
present tomorrow because I have seen this 1,000 times in the past.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be here either. Might take. I
Where are
might
you
go.
going
I do
fishing?
not.
Might go
No, I am not
massage.
going fishing. I am going to probably
Where-
run my company, which I haven't done in the last week. Should do that.
At what point is it cheaper to pay somebody to run the company?
It's never cheaper, dude.
It's well worth it.
Remember that you're the
And then
cheapest
you
bid to get the jobs. If
What
I
kind
was
of
the
company are
highest
you,
bid
Danny?
to get the job, I'd have a whole squad.
What
Squad.
kind of company do you have?
Strip club.
And what?
No, I
He's
said,
like a-
what kind of company do you have?
The chip
Oh,
and
air
nail
conditioning.
company.
in South Florida.
In South Florida.
I thought you said in South
Wait, I didn't
Florida.
hear you. It was too many
That's funny.
people talking.
Same.
AC.
Like, what's in South Florida? Is that a club or something?
Yeah,
In South
Astros
Florida,
in it.
studio.
That's what I heard too. That's crazy.
TJ would have heard that perfectly.
And then why won't you guys be here? Is it like price action is trash?
Why would
Yeah.
we want to be here tomorrow? So well, Manny, you go ahead first.
We're scared
Tomorrow
of
is
witches.
quad witching. Tomorrow is pretty much quadruple contract expiration. You got futures, you got options, you got commodities. I always forget the last one. It's somewhere there. I don't know. I think it's share. I don't know what it is. I always forget. It's a day of a lot of rebalancing and back and forth, right? So not a day where you want to be present. You may have a big move up, but then it'll get faded, and then it'll go down, and then it'll get bought. So it's just back and forth price action, right? You don't get expansions of ranges
Yeah.
unless shit's like really bad. Like, like there's something really bad happening and the market has to because it is what it is.
So, like, what you can take out of this is it could be tighter ranges, quicker, faster moves that are harder to catch and harder to hold, and that
Yeah,
can be
that's,
again, that's chart for if things start moving. Like if BA could give a fuck less about quad witching, I can tell you that much. So like maybe BA runs, but if I'm not here or I'm typing in the chat, it's the same shit as it is today. It's not every Friday, no. Not every Friday.
It's only it's pretty much every quarter.
Yeah.
So you get one in March, June, September, and December.
So imagine FOMC meeting, but no honey pack.
Yeah. We have monthly contract expiration of options, by the way, but that has nothing to do with quad witching.
If you're older, it's FOMC, no Blue Chew. Or if you're even older, no Viagra. All right.
There you go.
That works out perfect because all I got to really worry about is BA and hoping I can get some money out of this stupid Cracker Barrel. I should have left that one alone.
Oh Lord,
Hoping.
yeah. Well, going to Cracker Barrel or anywhere around it was your first mistake. Man, they used to be goated though. They used to be goated.
Yeah, their food ain't no good no more. That's what's wrong with them.
Hell yeah, dude.
Ain't got no gas in it.
And
I paid it
That
down.
lemon pepper
could-
trout's still good.
Listen, you could hear it in his voice. He loved Cracker Barrel. I know
I
it.
took the 45s, but then it recovered everything and just pretty much chopped the contracts up.
On what? On
Cracker Barrel.
Oh,
Yeah, I took 45s and it made it there. Even went past it, and then before it opened, it just went right back up.
yeah, 0. Oh, that's not. What is Cracker Barrel again?
CBRL.
FedEx uppies.
Oh yeah, UPS is in
Let's
here.
go.
I have UPSs in here somewhere,
Uppies or downies, I don't care. Either way on FedEx.
or not FedEx.
I hope you guys have a great
You can't call
day
them that.
tomorrow. If you do trade,
Oh no shit.
if you don't trade, enjoy your weekend. Peace out.
See you, man.
Earlier I discovered that last week, in a drunken stupor or something, I don't know why I did, but on the 12th, I did buy 2 contracts of FedEx's 240, 250 calls. I don't know who the fuck convinced me to do that, but that's all I got. 2 contracts, which is not a great, that's not usually how I take earnings, but yeah, FedEx is moving. It moves. Now the
So
goal
you're
here is
drunk again?
jumping in. No, I'm not jumping in.
Drunk again.
Oh
Hey,
yeah,
toast
I said
TOST.
TOS. It's got empty space and a little channel. I can't see by you. I see. Looks like a little channel there. Man, dude, my toast has been burnt so many times on this thing, dude. I ain't gonna lie to you though. It's in fact, I think there's a lot of people here could resonate with that story. Dade and me got toasted on toast. It was the most bullshit breakout of all time. But that being
Hell
said,
yes.
yeah, I fucking hate the way this thing moves. Everything
I don't
about
ever
it.
take it ever again.
It's like eating overly toasted toast. Let's see
My son's
here.
got to have surgery Tuesday.
Yeah, we'll be praying for him, dude.
Hoping for the best, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it.
Do you, if it doesn't work out, we all pull together to get him a robo arm, dude. That'd be so sick. We'll get like darts
That's what I was
installed in
about
it
to
or
say.
something. So we can
That's what I was
dart
about to
you.
say. Yeah, Robo.
That'd be pretty cool. What do you think?
Well, I'm sure he'd be down for that.
Yeah.
Oh,
You should
we're
ask
hoping
him.
for the
You should.
good.
You
You ought to
should.
see.
You should ask him right before he goes to surgery, right when they're giving him the medicine, and be like, "What color robo arm did you want?
What color arm you want?
And what caliber did you want coming out of your pointer finger?"
When he
Potter,
walks
did
out,
you
be
see
like,
that?
dude, I'm
Like,
sorry, but we gave you a black arm.
Yeah. Yeah. What was that?
that really tough Mexican guy that right before he's going under, the guy
The
goes, "All
sex
right,
cha-
you ready for me sex change?"
Yes, dude. He's like, no, he fought that dude. He fought that medicine so
He fought for
hard.
like at least a minute. He
Yeah,
fought for at least a minute.
yeah. He woke right. He's like, oh, no. That was really funny. Yeah. Toast has a 42.25. If that can get bypassed, then maybe up to 43.50. But I'm gonna be honest with you, this one's got to be longer expirations. Period. End of story. Roblox, longer because the way that it moves. Roblox is no good for me. It's building at the highs. Maybe you get it. I think you could see it pop out to go hit that 143 target, especially with that dip down and rip. But yeah. Oh, FedEx. That's not what you wanted, guys. Or juice.
Yeah, it's hasn't really moved yet though. It hasn't had
See,
the
one thing that
information,
you
right?
can see going into the previous FedEx earnings, for the most part, is empty space somewhere. Right here, all-time highs, so nothing to stop you. Here, a pocket of empty space to shoot up into and a gap. Here, empty space leading up, a small box. Here, box, empty space. Well, that was an earnings. Whoops. Oh, that one had empty space down, but didn't hold it. That one filled up its own empty space. So, I don't know. That's why I mean, again, I bought a couple contracts of these, but it's like, I feel really good about things that look clear. Like, my mind always goes back to, it's funny, when I think of an earnings trade, I literally will bring up in my mind, like I'll think of Nike. Like that's that's a benchmark trade. Or I'll think of Schwab. Like, yeah, am I being picky? Yes. But if this is my money we're talking about and I want it to perform. So it's like, I really like making sure that I take, and I'm not deterring you guys from exploring and doing, what some of the other guys are doing and, just speculating if you can afford to do so. But, clear setups going into earnings. It's like, would you take that trade on a regular basis? Would FedEx be something that we would actually trade? And if you look at that on a setup basis, the answer is probably not, right? So that's one of the things I like to take into earnings is this something I would trade on a regular basis?
Quick question.
Mhm.
How you determine how fast or how slow a ticker moves? Just looking at the candles on
Yeah.
the moon.
Yeah. So just looking at how it's moved in the past and what you're doing is every single stock, and this is time in the market, right? Or just experience and I learned this to be true trading, what was that ticker? Remember the ticker's name. It was JMIA. That's what it was. On the 2 hour, I noticed, I really, now I already had noticed that some stocks just move like a Dollar General and stuff like that. They move different. That's old money. That's slow money. And so by looking in the past and looking and here's a great something for you guys to write down. Go look back at when that stock had empty space. I'm going to start that sentence again. Go look back at when that stock had empty space in the past. Did it fill it up quickly? Is the answer yes? Is it resoundingly yes across all spectrums, across lower time frames, right? Those being the spectrums. So if the answer is yes, you found yourself a good one, right? If it moves fluidly, but if you see it grinding through like toast, right? Or, you know, again, most things that are in the S&P and the Qs, you know, they're going to move through their empty space relatively well. But yeah, just going back and looking at the price action. So just again, for you guys, this is important. That's why I'm repeating it. Go back and look at how that stock performed in empty space previously. Is it bullshit? Does it move in one, two, three big candles or two big candles? Okay, right? What does coin do, guys? What can we look back and look at coin? Coin rips dick. Excuse my language. Coin rips, right? That's an easy answer. Coin rips. How does it rip through empty space? It rips. Does it consolidate pretty fire? Yes, but it also rips ass. And the consolidation is pretty clear. Clear boxes, great consolidation. Stays on the watch list, right? There's a list of stocks that, I mean, you look over here to your left, to your right, and you know, I forget to add to them, you know, all the time. But like, this is one, yeah, I should slap coin on it because that's a great ticker. The ripping and the tearing. Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
Ripping and tearing is crazy.
Dude, do you know what that reference is? The ripping and the tearing. All right. If you don't, Google it. All right. Anyway,
Cool. Thanks.
yep, no problem. So yeah. Big dog, is INTC gonna dip again? I think it's gonna go and tap 2987, possibly. That's what I said this morning. That's what I still think tonight, right now. All right. What else do we have? Sorry. I'm moving like fucking pond water right now. CCL, that is a whole lot of bounces. That is a whole lot of bounces, and that is a beautiful box that you are building with 3 taps off the top, and I believe beautiful empty space up above you. So if you decided to take a trade on something like this, then yeah, I don't think this is a terrible idea. Consolidation, rippage, consolidation, rippage. So yeah, I'd be looking in the 35s and 36s as just a slow down plays, possibly to build on top of that. But off the top, 3250. I mean, one could speculate here with 30 or tomorrow, but hi Jay, how we doing? I think you got the wrong live, my brother. Jay, who's Jay? All right, what else do we got? Last ones. CFTL for future reference, for sure. Right, the channel plagues me with a 2075 target, but other than that, that does have good empty space, and I think you can backtrack on this one and look, empty space, fills it halfway, goes back and consolidates, fills it up, builds, and then finishes that move. So, you know, it does it in parts for sure. No shit. Someone was just begging for UPS to move. Might be the time now. UPS is going to go and hit 88. Let's see here. Guys, I'm so tired. I'm having a hard time reading right now. Damn.
Bro, go to sleep, man.
Can't go to sleep. I got shit to do after this. Please don't make
Hey,
me laugh.
Potter, that's no excuse. Come on, man. Get energized, will you?
So,
Dude, we've experienced him sleeping online. It's pretty funny.
Wait,
Oh,
really? I
dude.
missed that. That's funny.
You don't
Take
remember his
another
tooth?
neuro.
Are you at a Neurogun?
Oh, when he was super high? Yeah, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been high in
Oh,
my
I heard
life. What the
that.
fuck?
When he was off those
Fuck,
drugs on live.
fucking AO jumped on there and was taking over.
What are you guys
Yeah,
talking about?
he stays ground level.
I
So
don't remember
I
this
like
story.
this. I'm not gonna lie. I bought a few shares of this, like a little
Equity is
bit.
fine. If you
Yeah.
buy equity in that, that's totally fine. I have nothing to say. But
Okay.
yeah. I mean, that's yeah. You just, I mean, yeah. You see it. I see it. Great, good accumulation. It's a therapeutics company. I would be really. I would go and look at their scheduled like testing. Like what are they
Okay.
on phase 2, or phase 3? Like if you can get an idea of when they have any sort of date. This is where actually, because it's a therapeutics company, you do or probably should go look at what they got going on, because I've done this a couple of times and a couple was enough. But I did pull up the pharmaceutical calendar and I would go look at the stocks. You could, for anybody, listen, just because I have confines that I stay in, that's discipline, right? Because I have issues playing things outside of, so like I have, little walls that I put up to keep me from doing dumb shit. But like, I had a little system for trading therapeutics and pharmaceutical companies where I would go look at that calendar and then I would look at the chart. And if the chart and the calendar lined up, then I would try to put myself in position. I believe there's a
Yeah, there's
couple
no
of,
events for this company.
yeah. So I mean, that would just have to be, it already had earnings. So I mean, you're being in the right place at the right time. It's a penny. Yeah. All right. All right, guys.
Peace out, boys.
Yeah.
Later,
It was
dog.
a amazing day. If you guys want to, again, go watch the YouTube video back, get a recap. Even if you don't, go drop a like and a comment or some shit like that. I'm going to be posting a video on TikTok, obviously, of some of the recaps of today. When I do post that, if you guys want to post some of the screenshots you posted in the gains page, that would be sick. But other than that, I'm going to go relax. Well, get some shit done, and then I'm going to go relax. So y'all have
Yeah,
a
real
wonderful
quick.
night. Oh, God.
Yeah, real quick. Those of y'all that hit this thing big, we've talked about it before on KSS. I know a lot of y'all talked this past week about already losing those gains. Please learn from your lessons. You're going to have a
Yeah.
lot more buying power tomorrow, and tomorrow is not the day to be fucking around and upping your risk, and just enjoy your winnings.
Seriously.
Have a long weekend and reset for Monday. I mean, I can't express that enough. Like, just don't fuck your shit up.
Yeah, seriously. He's 100% correct. There's no reason for you guys to pull out a bat after you just fucking hit a grand slam. Like, you're good. You're up, and now really listen. And I mean, just to reemphasize what he said, identifying, remember what we just did, right? Go back to the classes we just went over the gains page. Rinse and repeat. It could take 2 weeks to build into another huge wave of moves. But are you going to make more waiting for the bigger ones? Obviously, I don't know if 2 weeks, 1 week, 2 days, 1 day, who knows? But set up first. That is what we're focused on. All right. All right. Cool. Thanks, Cade. All right, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Obviously, mad briefly. I might even just stay in the live trading chat and type if nothing is really up tomorrow morning and at the open or anything like that. All right, how many pictures of me were got posted in here? Jesus Christ. All right, guys, you all have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
Peace.
All right, TikTok. Peace out. Chef, what's up, Dan? Just really quickly, for those of you guys on TikTok, I gotta share this with you. You guys are the only people who obviously don't get to see this shit all the time, but we had some pretty awesome feedback today, trades today. This individual had a 13,500% trade on IBM with us. I hit a pretty big one on that one as well. Oh shit, this is Oh my god. Hold on. I had to submit an appeal. Some dumb stuff. Yeah, coin. That was another ridiculous one. Oh, yeah. Somebody from your live, Dan, came in today and he goes, "Damn, you really do look like Harry Potter." That was pretty funny. This guy made $76,000. 76,000 fucking dollars off of our INTC play. Just absolutely ridiculous. No, dude, you're good. This person should look at his long term. Look at that long term, guys. From last year, I believe he said he found us in that dip. Dude's been fucking eating. And then we had this one today, and this is coming, just for some motivation out there, y'all. For anybody out there, this is coming from somebody who is, she's got three boys. She's doing it on her own. Fucking $76,000, dude. Straight up ridiculous. But again, this is pretty common, actually. Look at that, 11,000% on INTC, Marvel. Just look at all that. This is ridiculous. I'm not even gonna bother reading the rest out. You guys can see it. Fucking beautiful, dude. 700+%. Let's see, what about the free members? Jesus. All right, guys. That's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning.